We have another story about the communications director for President Trump and the Trump administration, Sean Spicer. So there have been a lot of leaks coming out of the White House, a lot of information going on, and we've been getting sources that, Trump hates his job and all these different things and what he's doing and how the staff is feeling. So now there's leaks about him trying to stop the leaks. Let me know if you guys followed that. So here's what it says. This Press Secretary Sean Spicer confiscating aides' phones in search for White House leakers report. So it's like, I don't know if it's a leak you would say or a report, but in essence it's a leak of Sean Spicer trying to stop leaks. So here's what Raw Story says. They say, in an effort to stem a daily flow of leaks about turmoil inside the Trump White House, Press Secretary Sean Spicer called in a dozen of his closest aides and ordered them to turn over their phones to be searched by White House lawyers. According to Politico, Spicer called a surprise meeting last week where the staffers were told to put their phones on a table for a phone check by the attorneys who were standing by. The report states Spicer had become frustrated seeing information discussed in meetings showing up in the press and consulted with the White House Counsel Don McGahn for guidance. Staffers were called into the meeting and after giving up their phones were warned that the use of encrypted apps like Confide and Signal would be a violation of the Federal Records Act. According to sources, staffers were also ordered to turn over any other electronic device in their possession besides their personal and government-issued phones. So, this is interesting, okay? So there are leaks, like, I'm okay with the leaks because I think it's interesting. But if you wanted to talk about it in a principled manner, let's talk about that. So first of all, it's not threatening to national security, so you can't make that excuse. That would be the main objection to the leaks in principle, of course. But another thing about the whole principle thing, if like let's say Bernie Sanders was president or whatever and he was having a tough time or there were some jokes, because basically everyone's just laughing right now. So whenever we hear these leaks that, oh, Trump hates his job or hates his staff and he's mad and he's angry and all this stuff, when we hear this stuff, it's like we laugh, it's a joke, it's a source of entertainment. Does it really contribute to someone's presidency? I wouldn't say so if you're not getting 3-0'd in the court system and just losing everything, executive orders getting slapped down, massive protests, and Trump brand boycotts all over the fucking country. So I'm not against the leaks. I would be okay with it even if it was a Bernie Sanders thing. I'm cool with, hey, this is how the president is feeling or whatever. I mean, what Sean Spicer is doing obviously is legal, I guess, but also, I think it's funny that we get to find out about this because it means that the American people are really getting under his skin, and that's what I wanted to get at. That's the meat of this story, is that the American people have been laughing so hard, making fun of him so much. Melissa McCarthy played him on SNL, that he is now getting his panties in a bunch. He's crying, he's whining, he's bitching, and he's moaning about not being able to go about his stuff without people laughing and making fun of him and teasing him and all this whatnot. So that's the thing that I'm most glad about, and that's what I want you guys to take from this story, is that we're successful. All of our laughs, our goofs, our gaffes, the Melissa McCarthy playing on SNL, hilarious, and it's pissing them off. You know when you're pissing someone off? We're pissing Sean Spicer off. And fuck Sean Spicer, because he's a chronic liar and a representative, the main representative to the media, may I add, that of an administration that's trying to do unprecedentedly unconstitutional things and policy positions I simply think are disastrous. So the Muslim ban is probably by far the worst, and it puts us in horrible position worldwide. And the system that we currently have has defeated him, though, and that's what's really pissing him off. The 3-0 in the court system really fucked him up bad.